All right, we are live. So, welcome to my live stream where I share my P&L on 3 accounts and teach my proprietary safe wheel trading system, which is up over 23% year to date. Okay, if you can hear me, if you cannot hear me, please let me know in the comment section. I'm assuming that you can hear me. Also, I want to let you know that you should post any questions that you have now because I don't want to get to the end of the broadcast and miss your questions. So first, we're going to start with the earnings edge alerts. Thanks, Charles. And the stock that we traded, we did trade a stock. We traded NVIDIA. And that, let's see how that did. You can see that the account is not over $5,000 like it was last week. So obviously we took a loss. We took a pretty good chunk, a pretty good size loss. Now, I personally, I'm sure took a much higher loss than every one of my students. I got in at the worst time and out at the worst possible time. Some people may have broken even on this trade, which is kind of crazy. The thing just totally recovered right after I got out. But that is a loss. So, and that's a big loss. So you can see that the account now is worth 4,500 approximately. Here's something interesting I might point out. If I didn't have to pay commissions, I'd be up 700 bucks. So there's a lot of commissions with this trading system. So that's another thing to be aware of. So this is the earnings edge alert. My record now is 19 wins, 6 losses, and 3 ties. And while I've been using the 8 filters very on a strict manner, my record is 4 wins and 1 loss. And I guess the question is, taking a big loss like this, would I make this trade again? And my answer is yes, I would. It fit all the criteria and just had that perfect storm. And if I would have waited a little bit, I would have been much better off. But sometimes that happens and you've got to go with that. So this particular account, you can see that it's down about $500 for the year. So year to date, down 10%. So you can see there's heavy swings with the earnings edge alert system. And there's, it's a very volatile account. So it could be up next week. You just don't know, but you're looking at a lot of volatility here. Okay, that's the earnings edge. Let's get to the Premier Level 5. This is what I recommend if you're going to have more money. It's a lot more conservative. And you can see my account. I started with $30,000. So I'm up just over 1% since April 8th. Since April 8th is when I started the account. You can see that I'd be up $1,000 without commissions. So again, commissions do come into play. Let's take a look at the let's see, go down here. Let's compare this to the S&P 500. So SPX. And we'll go to the chart. And we'll start here on the 8th. And you can see that the S&P 500 is down about 7.5%. With the Premier Level 5 up 1%. So it is outperforming. Now also where it really outperforms is the largest drawdown that I've had with the Premier Level 5 is somewhere between 3 and 4%. The S&P 500 has been down over 19% since I started this system. So it's really that volatility that you avoid, and that's how you make money. So when you're able to avoid the big drawdowns and start from a better starting point, that's really the key. Now also with the Premier Level 5, I don't know if you guys know this, but what I like to do on my Sundays is I had an idea in the beginning at breakfast, and I thought, well, maybe if I took more away from the hedge on the Premier Level 5, I could transfer that over into the actual income of the trade. And so I decided, well, if I paid less for the hedge, let's see if that would work out. So I had to take it through crash. So 2015 was okay. 2018 was okay, but when I got to 2020, I couldn't really pull anything away from the amount of money that I was applying towards the hedge and give it back over to the other part of the structure. So I did about 3 hours of back testing and found out that Premier Level 5 is still the most efficient trade that I have. But that's what I do on Sundays or Saturdays or my time off. I back test. So with the Premier Level 5, again, we're up about 1%. Okay, so let's get into the safe wheel. The safe wheel is, of course, the free system that I'm giving away. Let's go to that account. And of course, I show my P&L. And you can see that I started with $5,000. We're at $6,142. And we're trading APA. So what we did last week is we chose a new stock. Now with that, I created a new product that you can get, which is the 6 filters that you use to choose a new stock, and it's available. There's a link in the description. It's for $30. And of course, I also have the flow chart, so it tells you exactly what to do in whatever scenario you're in. And I have that for $59, or you can get the package for $89. And those are available, link in the description. So that'll give you this whole system for free. I mean, I give it to you for free, but if you want to pay for it and get it right now and get everything you need, you can pay, or you can just keep watching and watch me trade it and learn everything you need to learn for free. Okay, so APA, what happened last week? Well, we did buy our put hedge. Okay, so we own our put hedge, and we sold a put, and APA went higher. So that put, the premium for that put we got to keep because we did not get assigned. Now, so the next question is, what should I do this week? Should I keep this hedge? Well, this hedge needs to be not further away than 70% of the price of the stock. The price of the stock is $34.75. So if I take $34.75 on my calculator here, 34.75, and I multiply that point times 0.7, I get around 24.30. So if this strike was below 24.30, it would be too low, and I would have to do something. I would have to roll the put up, or I could start over with a new stock. But it is within range, so we know we have a good put hedge. It's solid. It'll protect. So the next thing we do is do the kind of the normal wheel at this point once we have our hedge in place. So what are we going to do? We're going to press on APA here, go to the nearest expiration cycle, the one that expires in 4 days. And I'm going to sell a put, just one. My sizing is between $5,000 and $10,000. I'm going to be doing 3 put hedges and 1 put. And I'm going to buy 1 call to protect the hedge. I'm going to come in, I'm going to be a little bit aggressive and go with I'm going to go with a 34 today. I could go with a 33.50 or the 33. Anything that's over 34, 35 cents, I could go with. The closer I go, of course, the more of a chance that I'm going to get assigned. I'm going to go with a 34. And I'm going to sell that. I'm going to sell 1 of those. You can see the mid price is 77. Maybe I can get 79. I'm going to get as high as I can because I'm selling. I'm bringing in a credit. Okay. And let's go here to my working orders. Right click, cancel, replace. 77. Okay, I got filled at 77, so I collected $77. Now, what do I need to do? I need to protect that put hedge. Remember, I have those long 3 puts, and I'm going to pay around $5 or $6. I'm going to try to get $5 here. I won't pay $7. I'm going to buy a call here, and I want to get it for, let's just see if I can get it for $5. I'm going to buy 1. There we go, $5. Okay, so we have our position for this week, and hopefully we'll collect, 78 minus 5, 73 bucks. Maybe we'll just kind of hang out here at this level and collect another $73. You can see with APA, so far we're down about $16. You can see that with Macy's is where we made most of our money. And then we traded VAC for a month or so, lost $13 overall in that cycle. And I think we only ran one cycle through. And then here we are with APA. Okay. So let's get into, again, flow chart, how to pick the right stock. That's available, link in the description for the safe wheel. And I'm going to go ahead and start answering some questions. Let's see what we have here. I'm the one who knocks is here. Eduardo C is here. Charles, I thank you. Ken, thanks. We can hear you. Let's see here. Kevin, good morning from Lakeview, Florida. Okay. I think I have a question here from Uma. Hello all. How is profit made on the 2060 and 5-step systems? That has to do with negative charm, second order Greek. It slowly builds up a profit hump. If you look at the trade structure, you can see that the gamma is really flat to the upside, and there's a tint to the left, and the T+0 line slowly rises towards that tint. And if you don't move too far away, if the price of the underlying doesn't move too far away from the tent, that T+0 line will slowly rise and hit your profit target. That might have been a very sophisticated way of explaining how it works, but that's how it works. I was just looking at myself here. You can see I got kneed in jiu-jitsu in the face. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Next question. What software do you use for back testing? I use OptionNet Explorer. It's really good software. I really like it a lot because you can really get down into the details. There's a few softwares out there that are more automatic, that you can do things really quickly, but you really can't get down into the nitty-gritty details with some of that software. Actually, that software is available. I have a 10% discount. And I'm going to put a link in the description for OptionNet Explorer. Let me make a note here. I'll put a link in the description for it. All right, I'm the one who knocks down with the APA because it moved up a little. Yeah, it moved up quite a bit. You can see that it's down today, $1.40. So if it wasn't down by this much, I think we're down to like $100 or something like that, or over $100 at some point. It moved up quite a bit, but not past that long call. Again, check that long call at the end of the day on Friday, at the end of the week. And if it's in the money, you got to take that money. But it was not for APA. Okay, Schmitz, at what DTE is the long put hedge closed? So once it gets close to 100 days till expiration, it's getting a little close. The theta is getting a little large at that point, and I don't want that theta to outweigh the theta that I get in the near term put that I sell or covered call that I sell. So when it gets to about 100 DTE, I start looking to roll it, or if I need to roll it, that's an opportunity to end the cycle. I could even go to a new stock or whatever I need to do at that point. But 100 DTE is the answer to that. Do you look, I'm the one who knocks, do you look at third order Greeks also? I do not. I do not study third order Greeks or look at those in my analysis of anything. Is Power X Optimizer worth it, or is it a scam? I think the best thing for me to do is just for you to point to, I can point you to my channel, and you can go ahead and take a look at my review, and you can get an opinion from there. What belt am I in jiu-jitsu? I am a blue belt. I've been training for about 5 years. What cake strike did you buy? Cake? What strike did I buy? Maybe you're asking what strike. Here's the strikes here. I bought the 27.50 put for the put hedge. I bought the $41 put call. I mean, I bought the $41 call to protect the put. I think that's your question. Which call did I buy? Right there, the 41 call strike. Yeah, Jerry, call strike. Okay, yeah. So that was the strike that I purchased. Jerry, thank you. Okay, you're welcome. All right, I don't think there's any other questions. So I'm gonna see if there's anything else come up here in a minute. Okay. Oh yeah, Walter, thank you. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks, Walter. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna end this live stream. And I always have one thing that I like to say to end the live stream. If the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? See you guys next week. Oh, one quick question before I leave here. I'm not sure how to say your name, but can you explain why you're entering a position individually rather than not individually? I'm not sure what you mean by individually. I'm using a certain one stock and that's all I need for the whole portfolio? Maybe that's what you mean by individually. Because I set up the system, it's totally statistically based, and I only need to use one underlying. And there's a way to pick the right underlying, but once you get it, you just follow the rules. And I don't need to diversify or use multiple underlyings or anything like that, because it's all just about how it's all systemized, and any underlying that fits the criteria will work. I hope that answered your question. David, I'm new. Can I buy your system to learn? The best thing to do, yeah, you can buy it to learn. There's a link in the description. But the best thing to do is go back to my playlist on the Safe Wheel. Kind of watch the first couple, maybe two or three Safe Wheel videos that I did, and then just kind of follow along. But you can get the combo order. Yeah, Michael here. You can get the combo order, which is the combination of the Safe Wheel flowchart and also the rules, the 6 filters that you should use to pick the right stock. If you know that, you know pretty much everything. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. See you next week.